Good morning, pregame crew. It is Tuesday, January 10th, 2023, 8:21 a.m. Eastern, 6:21 a.m. Mountain Time. Good morning. You're at the pregame show. And if you're a Georgia fan, congratulations. If you're a TCU fan, I am so sorry. That was a beating. That was so ugly. Messy. That's not what college football wanted to see. Okay, that's enough about current events. We'll get into charts in just a second. I officially get started in 9 minutes. In 9 minutes, I'll start with indices, commodities, crypto, movers and shakers of the day. But don't go anywhere because I actually am going to get started with charts right now. And this is just going to be my warm-up. Just my warm-up. Audio visual check, please. Hi, Andre, B-Hawk, Patrick Jones, Lori, thank you so very much, my sweet nugget. Greg, hey, Night Truck. Hey, Tommy, Lisa, Wave, Ed. Hey, bonjour, Roger. Hi, Carlos, Casey, Mary, Paul, Keith, Mal, Not Jacob, Sir, Killian, Michael. Hey, Darren. Thanks, Night Truck. Hey, Lightning Bolt Maddie, I hope you are well, and all the squirrels in your life. Hey, Basque Rob, thank you. Hey, Sid. Hey, Killian. Are there any chart requests? Let's see. Let me go back up. Big's calls are at a huge premium to puts. Okay, CI. I'm assuming I'll be bearish on Cigna. If anyone can get this Jack Harlow song out of my head, we be poppin'. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. I was just looking. This is so ugly. This isn't a head and shoulders at all, but if you just look at the psychology, it's just bears slowly taking control, and those rounded tops are pretty bearish. Potential 12-hour bear flag. I would look for reverse backburners to top fish. Reverse backburners to top fish. So here you have some bullish divergence where price made a lower low, RSI made a higher low, but that's not enough for me to go long this name. I'd feel much more comfortable in a 15-minute overbought situation. Kevin, tell him, Kevin. Okay. Oh, good. Good, Maddie. Bitcoin is bullish. Which one of these is not like the other one? Here's ES. Look at that. Look at that bearishness. And look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin gets a gold star. Can we give it a gold star? Boom. Gold star. Ethereum gets 2 golden stars. And I'm, of course, just being facetious. Y'all just have to bear with me till I get super warmed up for the show. But we're holding 80 EMA just fine on the 4-hour. Hourly is flat, but we're not giving up the goods like we are on the indices. So Bitcoin is strong. Resistance 17,284.50, then 17,396.25. Support 1718661, and then 1714510. Oh, God, not Baby Shark. No. No, Ed. Y'all are right. You just got to think of another terrible one. Okay. Just bear with me. Again, it's early in the morning. Bear with me. Is the line in, what is it? Oh, what is it? First Class? You don't need Givenchy, you need Jesus. Is that not one of the best lines ever? Sorry, y'all. I really love my hip hop music. Okay, Tesla. Wave, I'm doing it because it's you. You know, I go over this every day. We had a 20% pop from the low of 101.20. Let's see, was that 101.81 in regular trading hours? So we technically have enough room for a daily high or low, not guaranteed. We are over the low of yesterday, which is more than most of the names can say for themselves. So we have a potential hourly double bottom. If I had to be bull on something, I'd feel more comfortable being bull on Tesla. All of you get me. Y'all just get me. Hi, Norma. MU. We are right here down at the low of yesterday. Weekly lower high, the more likely scenario. We got a double top at 57.52, 57.89. We're holding it. 1 second. It's over the daily 50 MA. It's definitely stronger than most. What I'd like to see is first hourly oversold. So when I'm looking at a name, I know some of you give me specific time frames, but the way I look at it is what's the best setup? Is it going to be on the daily, 4-hour, hourly? And then from there, what shorter term time frame would I use to nail that entry? And so for MU, let's break it down. Thesis, bearish, daily double top, weekly daily double top. Well, that's not it. See, I need the warm up. Daily higher low, the more likely scenario. What's my fishing pole? First hourly oversold. How do I do that? I wait for a 5-minute trend change, not a 3-minute. 5-minute trend change after we hit hourly oversold. Does that make sense? So the thesis, i.e. the fishing pole that I've identified as a potential location of a trade, what needs to happen in order for me to enter a trade? When you can start breaking down trading into these finer components, and let me tell you, technical analysis is easy. And yes, I said easy. It is very easy. I could literally teach my 15-year-old nephew how to do technical analysis. This is a higher high, this is a higher low, lower high. I could teach him how to do that. It's the second part that people have the biggest problem with, and that's the game elevation you're all here for, is how do I identify the fishing pole using the tool of technical analysis, and then how do I develop a strategy around it? And it's literally taking a trader from just, if you want to be a technical analyst, that's fun too. I love being a technical analyst, but turning a technical analyst into a trader, two totally different things. It's just like if you've never played golf and you've just read about it in a book and you just stand behind someone and say, okay, keep your hips, level, or your shoulders level, and keep your head down. But if you've never picked up that golf club and swung it, I don't care to hear what you have to say. You need to elevate it to that next level. Hey, Succulent Life. No, you're my sunshine. Aw. Ray of sunshine, and I'm like, I don't care what you have to say. All right. It's 6:30. Let's get this show on the road. By the way, if you're messaging me or something on Twitter, Twitter is acting crazy. I'm not getting my notifications, so just know that. Welcome to the pregame show. This is who I am. I'm Chart Gal Lori. If you want to give me a follow on Twitter, that would be fun. You can check us out at chartguys.com. We have a community of almost 1,000 of my closest friends where we share setups, and we have different channels. We are not Discord, we are Slack. We try to keep it as organized as possible. We have uranium, biotech, we have a marijuana channel. We even have a new investing channel. Look how helpful this was. Carbon. I need to put the shocked face. Carbon Credit Plays increases dividend to 23.93% paid out every 6 months. That is outstanding. We have crypto channel. So if you want to check us out, that'd be fun. That's my theme for the day. That'd be fun. Okay, what I do here every morning is I go over indices, commodities, crypto, movers, and shakers of the day. I have my notes on another screen where I've typed everything out. I'm going to share those with the members when I am done, TCG members. So, and I also have this table. And this table is just a way for me to objectively communicate to you what I see in the market. And basically, I'm looking for who's lying every morning. I give the market, and I normally don't share my notes with public, but I'm going to show them. This morning's lie detector test results are Bitcoin, dollar, and bonds. You are not the father. So those three items are really sticking out to me. Bitcoin, dollar, and bonds. Let's see, I need to highlight that. They are really standing out as saying, hey, I don't know if we trust this move. So is that enough information for me to go long this market? Heck no. It's just something I'm going to carry forward. We're constantly looking for information to carry forward. In a dossier, we're just putting the information that is relevant and pertinent to right now in this scenario. So I don't care if, Bitcoin had a 2-week bear flag 4 weeks ago. I don't care. I only want the most pertinent and relevant information to carry forward. Let's face it, our brains can only handle so much stuff. So what are we processing? So let's go over this real quick. Here, key long-term moving average. I feel like saying, if you don't believe in 50 MA, or if you don't believe in God, this is the proof. That was not a religious statement. I was just in my head. It was funny, but when I said it, it wasn't. Do you see the yellow line? That's the daily 50 MA. Price rejected there. Price rejected there perfectly, literally perfectly, within $2 of perfect body rejection on the open at the daily 50 MA. That is like chef's kiss. It was perfection. All right. So that was a key data point for me yesterday when we failed to get some follow through on this push above resistance. We've been stuck in this range for a while. Re-entering this range is bad news. That's very bearish, the market, re-entering this zone. It could serve as support, but it is a bearish note for us to carry forward that the bulls were unable to, even when they got the bull break, were unable to get follow through because that ES whacked them in the head. If you're wondering, what are all these colors on our chart? You can click on the link below in the video description to receive a PDF explanation as to how does Lori set up her chart. And we also have a video, how does Dan and Lori set up their chart. Oh, and by the way, today, my end of year video is being released for 2022 and all of my aha moments. What am I bringing forward as wonderful tools in my new trading toolkit that I strengthened, developed, or learned last year versus what am I letting go. So be sure to check that out. I'll share it with you on Twitter and in the room, of course. And then tomorrow I'll put it in the chat room. So when we look at this base that was established over here, we are down into that base. And bulls want this double bottom to hold. Odds favor that it doesn't. When you keep retesting and knocking on a level, you're depleting supply below, and it increases the odds that you're just going to go on through that. And then look at this separation on the 8 and 21 EMA. That's bearish. That's just like those pinball machines where the flipper flips the ball up. This is flipping price to the downside. Yeah, hit the like button, please. That'd be great and most appreciated. Okay, so ES. Let's just get the picture. ES is bearish. We have 4-hour bear flag confirmed. You go to lower time frames, you're right there with potential 15-minute bear flag confirming. Potential 30-minute bear flag confirming. You get the picture? Okay. NASDAQ. NASDAQ is down more than ES, which is bearish the market. We're losing the hourly 50 MA. You see, we have a 4-hour downtrend. Odds favor a daily higher low. So it may take hourly oversold to get that. So tell me when RSI gets, I'm going to say 31 just to front run it and be able to evaluate it. That is what I'm looking for today, is first hourly oversold on the indices to mark a temporary bottom. Okay. And when I say temporary, I mean temporary because on bounces, what are bears going to do? Then we're going to flip to reverse back burner. Let me type that out. Sorry, I try to talk while I type, and I always mess up. So this is my plan for the day. First, hourly oversold on indices, marking those potential daily higher lows, and then go long, waiting for a 2 or 5 minute trend change. Then after that bounce commences, the reverse back burner. Does that make sense? And if it doesn't, you should really check out Chart Guys, because that would make sense to you, or it would begin to make sense as Chart Guys members, RTY. By the way, let me tell you why I love technical analysis. I love it so very much, and I love learning from Charting Man Dan. In the video last night, if you watched it, he gave a nugget that I didn't know. I'm sure if I stopped and thought about it, I could have teased it out, I would hope, but I never thought about it the way he said it. He was saying the first 5 minute oversold did not mark the bottom, and we rolled over. That means bull flag is off the table. So when you have this big move and your first 5 minute oversold does not mark the bottom of this move down, then you got more pain in store, and that's not a bull flag. I learn something every single day, and I'll never come in front of you and tell you I know all things technical analysis. And that's why I love this stuff so much, because I learn every day. All right, RTY is weak. Let's see, 1795.80. You know what? I could call that a 4-hour double bottom. That would be impressive if RTY held that. Yes, Paul. Yep, perfect, Mary. Okay. YM. I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I had some epiphanies this morning, and I want to make sure I share them all. So another thing I learned from Dan that he learned in 2022, and I get it by osmosis, is he said, something that's a bull leader can turn to the laggard bear. So XLV has been the leader, and it has turned bearish. So you look for those leaders to turn laggard bear. Well, look at what YM is doing. How long have we had this megaphone on our chart? Probably back here in October. Wouldn't you say October I've had this on the chart? So YM led this bounce up. On the daily, it's fighting to hold the 50 MA, fighting. But overnight, it's leading the way down. Do you see it? So our industrials, financials, and of course healthcare, they could be in trouble. They make up primarily YM. Of course, we have Apple in there. We do have some tech names. But this is not a good sign for the market. The YM is leading the way down this morning. Okay, so just information to carry forward. The other thing that was really stand out was this dollar. Dollar on the 12-hour is a potential bear flag. That makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Someone's lying, and we'll find out soon who is telling the lie. Because ES should not look like this on the hourly when dollar looks like this. It shouldn't. We should be in a full-on 12-hour bull flag. Well, guess what is in a 12-hour bull flag? Potential. Bonds. James Bond. No, it looked better earlier. It's giving back a little much, but that's still a potential 12-hour bull flag. So dollar is bear, has been bearish overnight. It's turning slightly green, and bonds are bullish. So those two got the memo that they're supposed to be inverse. ES didn't. ES did not get that memo. And see, our other liar, Bitcoin, we said was strong, and I'll cover that in just a second. Bonds, okay. Yeah, Tesla, Microsoft are key for the day. Did the SMH, Tesla, Microsoft, did those help you yesterday? Those clues going into the day, did it help you? I hope it helped you. We identified early on that is what we were watching for the day to get a good bounce. Of course, it gave it all back, but okay, VIX is disconnected, but I am just going to make note that this daily 50 MA is overhead. That could be bullish for the market. US 10-year potential 12-hour bear flag. That should be good for NASDAQ, and it's not bouncing. Again, another lie detector test that says someone's telling a lie. Hang Seng, ain't he dropping dimes? You knew I was going to say that. Hang Seng was red. DAX was red, but just marginally, nothing major. Bitcoin strong overnight, gets that gold star. We have, what was that, 12-hour inside bars, resistance 17,284.50, support 17,145.10. Is Bitcoin telling us that the market's lying to us right now? And is Jay Powell going to come out in 19 minutes? And it's 19 minutes, right? 18 minutes. 18 minutes, Powell speaks. Okay, somebody was asking about Bitcoin head and shoulders. It's not clear. I see what you're looking at, but it's not enough for me to call it that. So let's just, it's a lower high is the more likely scenario on the 2-hour. So if that's what you want to say, then yes, but I wouldn't call it a head and shoulders. Ethereum, much stronger than Bitcoin. Support 131495, resistance 134587. No, I see what you're looking at, but you want that left neckline to hold. When it breaks that neckline, and you always have to remember, why are you even looking at these patterns? You're trying to identify potential bearish or bullish setups. Well, we don't have to call it anything. It already broke to a lower low. So head and shoulders, schmolders, whatever. It's lower lows, period. Lower lows. It's bearish. Potential 15-minute bear flag, gold. Now gold got the memo. It got the memo that dollar was weak overnight. Look at that potential 12-hour bull flag. It saw the opportunity and seized it. Markets didn't. Support 1872, resistance 1886. Continues to hold 4-hour EMAs, bullish until it's not. Let's see, 18. Your next resistance 1900 and then 1910. Oh, good, Ed. Okay, silver. I don't want to go silver. Oil has potential daily bear flag. We have API estimates after hours today at 4:30 Eastern. Hourly looks okay. I would love a 4-hour lower high top fish setup on oil. Nat gas, we've already broken that support. It is weak. It just tries to snooker in a couple bulls. Look at these poor little bulls here. Tries to snooker in just a few and then boop, roll over. You have resistance at 3829, 3871, support 3683 and 3667. Apple. Okay, so I measured the bounce from the daily last low. In most cases, it's a lower low, but let's just call it daily low, to the bounce high, which was set yesterday. And how big was the bounce? Okay, so let's compare. Apple, 6.8. Let's call it 7%. Amazon, 10%. Nvidia, 14%. Tesla, 21%. This doesn't look that great as far as just eyeballing it, but when you put the math to it, you're like, well, crap. Of all the ones that you should be bottom fishing as far as hourly oversold, Tesla represents the best risk to reward. Did you see that? I'm going to do it again. Look at the bounce. Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, and Tesla. Now we know that semis and Tesla are more volatile than Apple and Amazon, so I'll give you that. They have a larger ATR. I get it. But the size of Tesla's bounce makes first hourly oversold the most appetizing. Tell me when. RSI gets to 31. All right. AVGO. Can you hit that like button? There are just a lot of you, and it's only 108 likes, and I feel like I'm giving it my all. Just kidding. AVGO, we are looking for an hourly lower high. Now, this chart looks pretty strong if you look at it on the weekly. Not bad. But they got bearish news that Apple's going to start producing their own blankety blank, and they're not going to use AVGO anymore. So reverse back burners are on the table, meaning first 5-minute overbought or first 15-minute overbought during regular trading hours. Everybody gets a break, Paul. Everybody gets a break. Tesla had a good day yesterday, but what about today? I would wait for first hourly oversold. I think my grandma used to say even prisoners get a break every day, so we got to give Tesla a break. All right, coin. This is ninjas only because this is a tough call for me. This is tough. I deleted it about 10 times and retyped it because it is pretty confusing. So coin had a big day yesterday, 15% short squeeze along with MARA. Overnight, or this morning, I should say, same thing, they announced that they're cutting 20% or whatever, again, blankety blank, of their staff. And so reducing expenses is good for the bottom line. Overall, is it really good? We know that crypto deposits are shrinking. So I think a top fish of a reverse back burner on coin makes sense at first 5-minute or 15-minute overbought during regular trading hours. I like a top fish of coin. JPM, I'm sorry, JPM. I just don't know why I always pick on you. Did y'all listen to Jamie Dimon this morning? He was so good on, I forget which business channel it was on, but man, he was good this morning. He's so smart. Nothing to do with political or whatever. I don't care about that. I just like macro talk, and he's good. So we have a double top, 138.66, 138.88. I like a 5-minute or 15-minute, you guessed it, reverse back burner. Of JPM for a top fish. Looking for these lead bulls to potentially turn bearish. And finally, UnitedHealth. Yeah, Fro is going nuts. Fro yo. So yesterday, at about this moment right here, let's see, right here, 7:44 a.m. UNH stopped at $500 psychological level at hourly 50 MA overhead. Earnings this Friday. Right there. I mean, does it get any better? Posted here, right here. $2, not even $2, $1.50 away from $500. I know it was one of my Queen of the Mountains yesterday. I hope you took it. If you were in the room, I hope you took the $500 top fish. And I'm still looking for reverse back burners to top fish. I know they have earnings, so I'm only trading commons. Let's see, what do I want? Okay, that. Yes, I do. Yes. Andre, I said I'm on extended trading hours. Doesn't mean the setup will work. I prefer to do extended trading hours on names that actually have volume in after hours, and UnitedHealth doesn't. So it may be an error on my part, but I'll just watch it and see if it develops, and I'll just top fish a potential 2-minute lower high if it develops. Yeah, fro. Going crazy. Oh, yeah, hitting the like button is fun. Okay. Hey, Mike. Yeah, only hit the like button once. Okay, Ape USDT. I have to admit, I didn't feel good this morning, and as soon as I got on here, my energy just lifted. So I appreciate y'all being here. We're inside yesterday's range. $5 is resistance and support 4366. We're running into the daily 200 MA, and yes, that's a thing even in crypto. Weekly trend change, you go, Ape. 4-hour double top. I'd feel comfortable as a bull down here or as a bear up here, and I wouldn't diddle in the middle. Okay, one more. Hey, Wizard. Dan is the GOAT. BA. So I'm looking for BA. I know this is a bullish chart, so I don't want to be pig-headed about it, but I think reverse back burners on BA are good for top fishing with that knowledge in the back of my head that YM is leading on the way down. I like the idea of top fishing BA on reverse back burners. Let's go set that alert. If we get it. If we don't, c'est la vie. All right, well, I'm going to wrap this up. I appreciate you being here. I did NVDA, Lewis. If you want to rewind, that would be lovely. AMD is still holding yesterday's low. When we open, look at yesterday's low. If whatever name you're looking at is holding yesterday's low and doesn't break it, that's relative strength. So 65.67 is the level on AMD to hold. If we do that same exercise, then first hourly oversold could be a good bottom fish. All right. Hey, Shawshank, thanks for being here. All right, y'all hit that like button on your way out. I appreciate you being here. Hit the like, subscribe button. Give me a follow on Twitter @ChartGalLori, and I appreciate you. And use stop losses.